instances of limitation of the right to life. And Mr. Speaker, it's very clear from the Constitution and also from the law. I issued a directive to the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Speaker, my first of that kind, which is the directive, Mr. Speaker, I was trying to look for, which is a policy directive number 1 of 2015 on the use of force and the use of firearm. Mr. Speaker, in this directive, I made it clear in writing to reiterate what I verbally pronounced when I was in Kikuyu, that police officers have a right to protect themselves when their lives are in danger, or when the life of any citizen of this country is in danger. Mr. Speaker, I also explained how they can use force, why they must not use excessive force where there is no danger to life. And I further also explained, Mr. Speaker, what measures we should take, National Police Service should take in this directive to the Inspector General of Police, which include, Mr. Speaker, deploying only officers that are mentally sound, that, Mr. Speaker, are not undergoing any stressful incidences or may have mental health challenges. I also said, Mr. Speaker, protective gear must be given to police officer. Further, I also explained that it is necessary for the National Police Service working together with the Attorney General to ensure that they protect police officers who may be sued or investigated, Mr. Speaker, as a result of protecting themselves or protecting their lives. Mr. Speaker, we have commenced that process, and all the police officers who are facing investigations and were charged for using force or firearm while they were performing their lawful duties, Mr. Speaker, now have a right to be represented by the Attorney General or lawyers from the National Police Service. Mr. Speaker, therefore, I made the statement consciously, knowing that the responsibility to hold police officers accountable is with the IPOA, and this is the ministry that has a policy responsibility to ensure that police officers are responsible. In our Jukwaa la Usalama forum, where we have been meeting all the OCSs in every county, and the sub-county commanders and the county commanders and county security teams, I have also made it clear that the police officers should be respectful to the people of Kenya, should not apply excessive force, and they should protect themselves, Mr. Speaker, when their lives are in danger. I know this conversation is at the context of a peaceful environment, or rather peaceful areas like Nairobi and other parts. But when I went to places like Samburu, Tana River, Turkana, Elgeyo Marakwet, Baringo, this conversation changes, because the life-threatening environment that the police officers operate, Mr. Speaker, suddenly the use of force becomes something else, especially if you are in the border of Kitui and Tana River, and you're facing serious acts of banditry with very armed characters invading police stations and targeting civilians. You quickly see, even political leaders, their perspective of use of force changes quickly when you take them to Malaso Valley or La Pendera or other parts of this country. So, Mr. Speaker, the directive I gave is uniform. It's not just for protests. It's for all instances that police may face that situation. So, to Honorable Mbui, I am very conscious. As a lawyer, I'm very aware of my constitutional responsibilities, and I made sure that I put it in writing, so that any citizen that wants to hold me accountable or before a court of law or parliament can pick the policy directive and quickly, Mr. Speaker, hold me to account. On the question of Mudhua Police Station, first of all, let me thank my friend Honorable KJ, because, Mr. Speaker, we are both sports enthusiasts. And so he's reminding me of my short stint in the sports sector, and maybe use that opportunity to tell him that he should help us to make sure that the fans on Sunday will, as much as possible, obey the CAF rules, because we love football. And I'm very happy with the work that was done by Honorable AJAABU and what is being done by Honorable Mvurya going forward. The Speaker, on the police station, I think I want to promise the Honorable Member that this is, once you've built a police station and it is available for us to support and deploy police officers, although we are facing strength challenges as we wait for the recruitment, we can have a conversation together, and we can facilitate a conversation between you and the office of the IG to see if we can make some deployment to that police station so that it can support the Dagoretti area, Dagoretti police station area. Kingongo, is it? Yes, the Kingongo area, Mr. Speaker, for the time being, because what people don't know, and I wonder why at many times human rights activists and many people are questioning police officers. They're not talking about these things. The Dagoretti police station, when it was banned, the police line was banned, where police officers were living with their families. And everything they had was raised down. In fact, most of the police officers jumped the fence, behind the fence there, and they were rescued by community on the other side and protected. Mr. Speaker, therefore, most of those police officers are traumatized. We had to take them for counseling and give them a break. Mr. Speaker, I know then the jurisdiction that was being covered by that police station is now void. And we can work together with the Member of Parliament from Dagoretti, even though the other side is Kikuyu constituency in Kiambu County. Police officers don't have to have county boundaries if they are enforcing the law to make sure that they protect the people. So we can have that conversation with the IG and support Honorable KJ upon completion of my presence here. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Mukunji has raised an issue that is personal to him on a matter that is alive in court. Mr. Speaker, I am very restrained to say much because I am sure that Honorable Mukunji understands that I am not the judge and he has a choice to either prosecute his case here in Parliament or prosecute it in a court of law, and therefore opening a gun of worms can possibly, Mr. Speaker, prejudice the trial, which involves fair trial on his part. But suffice to note, Mr. Speaker, that the National Police Service do not arrest anyone for political reasons because the IG is not a politician. Neither is the DCI a politician, nor the National Police Service is not a political party. So, Mr. Speaker, there is no political scores to be settled. Mr. Speaker, they just do their job independently and constitutionally to make sure that, Mr. Speaker, the people of Kenya are protected. No, Mr. Speaker, I am sufficiently informed, Mr. Speaker, and as per the standing orders, yes, I cannot be informed.
You are not a debater in this house.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, lastly is to say that, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, what's your point of order?
Is the minister in order to say policemen don't arrest politicians, while in last Parliament, it is clear and is on record crying that he was being harassed by the regime then at that time, and that his people then were being harassed and arrested by policemen. Is he in order, Honorable Speaker?
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, the Cabinet Secretary is not here as a former senator. He is here in his capacity as the Cabinet Secretary. So, Mr. Speaker, and I'm not here to answer my own questions. I ask questions that are asked by the Cabinet Secretaries. Mr. Speaker, and so I am...
Leave history to history books.
Yes, so we've come through all that, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, just to use that opportunity, without really delving to the case of Honorable Mukunji, to remind the House that, Mr. Speaker, Prevention of Terrorism Act in section, is that section 3? Sorry, I had to Google because I was not prepared for it. Section 2, Mr. Speaker, on the part of definitions, define a terrorism act, Mr. Speaker, to be one, it says, means an act or a threat of action which involves the use of violence against a person, endangers the life of a person other than the person committing the action, creates a serious risk to the health and safety of the public or section of the public, result in serious damage to property, involves the use of firearm or explosives, involves the release of any dangerous, hazardous, toxic, or radioactive substance or microbial or other biological agent or toxin into the environment, interference with an electronic system resulting in the disruption of a provision of communication, financial, transport, or other essential services, interference of and disrupt the provision of essential or emergent service, Mr. Speaker, like the medical case in Kitengela, interference or disrupt its provisions of essential or emergent services, prejudices national security or public safety. So, Mr. Speaker, it's in black and white. If your acts in any way involve use of force or violence, it is enough for you to be charged for terror. And, Mr. Speaker, you don't have to be Osama bin Laden